I haven't taken a look at the Ponytown ideas on the subreddit in a while, so I figure why not take a look at them right now. We have a few right here just off the top about like they should add an update where you can sign in with Reddit. Yeah, why not? And stuff like this logo redesign. I don't really like this logo redesign. It doesn't really feel like it matches to the style of Ponytown in general. Seems very random. I mean, they got like an ocean type thing in here. They got like lanterns, and I don't know what that is. It may be an owl or a bird or something. And like, it seems like a random assortment of stuff that's inside this logo. But we do have some excellent ideas, such as this one right here, which is a new tail design by Sally Red here. They have a really nice tail here. It's very big. It's a little bit floofy. I think it's meant to be similar to like Protogen tails and things like that or whatever. But I think it looks really cool, and I don't see why we wouldn't just have something like this, right? It almost looks like a dog tail in some ways, and we already have dog tails. So yeah, let's get one of those. Then we have a huge list of ideas here by Tinny. We have some really nice ones, like the ability to change the day and night settings on your party maps. This is something people have wanted for a really long time. I'm not sure why we don't have watermelon slices already. We have watermelons, and why not give us the slices? Cushion seat patterns. This is also a really weird thing to me as well, because you would think that there would be seat patterns and things like that for the cushioned seats, but we just don't have those. Stairs and stair railings, people have wanted those for a really long time. I've mentioned like before where it seems kind of random for the most part, but I don't know. I'm really on the fence on whether or not stairs is a good idea in Ponytown. Table doilies, we have almost something like that. More wooden floor patterns, similar to the walls. I think, yeah, why not? Beach balls, again, why not? Bar table similar to the one of the event servers. I'm not exactly sure which they're talking about exactly, so I can't really comment on that. Bamboo shoots and stalks. Why don't we have bamboo in here? I think that would be awesome. Pick up balloons. I've mentioned that before in previous videos. Campfire. Yeah, of course, 100%. Water, shower, and rain animation for the party map. We have the rain, like that's a thing in the event server. It's in the game files, so just give us that, but like combine it with some kind of shower head or like something like that, right? Or just give us the ability to just place those in our party map or something. Why not? I mean, seriously, why not? Marshmallows and s'mores, yeah, why not? Cheese wedges, why not? Chocolate bars, why not? Wall shelves. Why not? Being able to place items on the empty bookshelves, of course, 100%. I feel like that's something that has to come out at some point, right? I don't know why we don't even have it. Being able to pick up the seashells. Again, why can't we do that? That seems like a weird thing. Why can't we just pick up all of them, right? I can see why we wouldn't be able to pick up like the clams that have the pearls inside of them, because then you could just like pick them up and that might interfere with that or something. But why can't we pick up some of the other ones? It's really weird that we can't. Same thing with the coconuts. Why can't we pick up the coconuts? That's weird, especially like the little smaller brown ones. Anyway, different sand colors, orange, white, black, etc. I don't see why not. I think that could be an interesting thing. Making some of the plushies into in-game pets. I'm really not sure how in-game pets would work in this game, so maybe I should like really rack my brain around that idea and kind of come up with a full concept and everything like that for a video or something that might be fun. But I'm really not sure how in-game pets would work other than they just kind of follow you around, and I feel like that could cause all kinds of chaos and stuff. Metal trash cans and waste bins that are seen in parks. We have metal trash cans in the game files. They're in the event server. I don't know why we don't have them in the main game as things that we can place. It seems really weird that we can place the wooden ones, but we don't even have the metal ones anywhere. Just give them to us. It feels like it wouldn't be that much work for us to just have those, because it's already made, the sprite is made, everything about it is technically already finished. All they have to do is move it around so that it's in the main game, in the party island and stuff like that, right? It just seems like there's not a whole lot of work that it would take to move that into there, because it's already finished, right? Do not enter / off limit signs. I talked about this before in a previous video. 100% want those. Coins and bits item. I'm okay with coins and bits being in the game, but them actually being in-game currency for like actual things in the game, like where you talk to an NPC and let's say you want an ice cream or something like that, you have to give them coins or something like that. I hate that as a concept in Ponytown. I hate it so much. But actually just regular coins and stuff like that, I can see that being an actual item in the game that you can pick up and interact with and stuff like that. Glass panels and panes. I'm not sure why we don't have that already. And again, ice cream, cardinal and blue jay plushies. I'm surprised they're not added to the toys already either. Like why aren't they in the toys? That's weird. Squirrels and acorns. How do we not have acorns in this game? I agree. Why don't we have acorns in this game? And then, of course, mushroom seats and lamps. I would absolutely love that. I think that would be awesome. Piano, flute, guitar, bongos, drums, harp, etc. Instruments just in general. Why don't we have instruments? They should definitely add like an instrument update where we get these different instruments and stuff like that. Double props to them if you can actually click on them and it makes like sounds and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Being able to have different mushrooms on the mushroom skewer kebab. I feel like we should be able to customize our own skewer kebab because we have sticks that we can place and sticks that we can have. Like if you eat all the things on the stick with the kebab, you should be able to go around and like pick certain things and it will add it to the kebab or something like that. That should definitely be in the game. So yeah, different mushrooms and stuff like that that we can add to the kebab. Ladybugs and butterflies. We already have butterflies, so I'm not, I guess they're talking about being able to catch bugs and other than just fireflies and lights. I've talked about that before. I would love to see that. Plate racks for the walls and a librarian NPC. Again, I don't think NPCs really work in this game. I've made a whole video about that. But yeah, plate racks for the walls. Why don't we have that? I mean, we kind of have like the dish rack, so technically we have it, but whatever. Anyway, here is a list of things by the Radical Rainbow. They have mains and tails concepts here. Not really a whole lot to say about this other than this little collar here. It looks like some kind of shock collar where if they get too far away, they just explode or something. Apparently, there were concepts for Ashes Town that they made, and they're just sharing them here on the Ponytown subreddit. But some of these definitely would work in Ponytown. I mean, I don't see why like this collar, like I mentioned, would not work in Ponytown, or this hat would not work in Ponytown. Sure, it might need a little bit of work. Like this hat is not exactly the best looking, but it definitely could be used in this game, I think. Same with this hat and this hat. I could definitely see like maybe this main, because there's other mains that are ugly like this one. And like some of these mains, most of these mains and tails and stuff like that could definitely work in Ponytown. The ones I don't think would work is like this one where you're like all your fur is like clawed off or whatever, and this one which doesn't look very ace at all, so we're not going to even talk about that anymore. So yeah, they also did another one too where they have this one as well, same person, the Radical Rainbow. They posted more hair concepts, accessories, and clothes and stuff like that. Again, it's supposed to be concepts for Ashes Town, but they're posting them here for some reason. I could definitely see a lot of these working here as well. Maybe not so much these three right here because they look like more like battle armor or something like that you would find in Ashes Town or Fallout or whatever like that. But I could definitely see like this cloak or maybe these right here because this kind of looks like sleeping bags or something that they're carrying. Like this hat, some of these mains and stuff like that. Most of these really would definitely work in this game as well. So I'm not really sure why. Why not? Why not add them? Why not have them, right? More hair and more accessories and clothes and things like that, the better, in my opinion. So yeah, why not have these? These are great concepts. Anyway, here is another one. This one is by Both Sale, $38.95. They were talking about hidden areas. I was thinking it would be cool to have secret hidden areas in the game. Like it could be smaller rooms or larger cave systems, underground, storage rooms. But the way you get access to them is to actually look around the map. But they would not be signs or anything. You just have to have a keen eye to look for it. Details on the map to find them. I think it could be interesting nonetheless. Interesting ideas. I agree with this 100%. This, I think, would add more replayability a little bit to Ponytown, where, like, oh, you hop onto the game and you're not sure what to do. You could be like, oh, yeah, isn't there supposed to be, like, hidden areas somewhere in this game or something like that? Let me look for one of those or something, right? Maybe you hear someone talking about it and you're like, oh, let's look for it or something like that. My only issue with this is as soon as the update comes out, people are going to create posts and there's going to be widespread information on where exactly these hidden areas are. So it kind of doesn't work in that sense, but at the same time, it's still a really neat little thing. Like you go behind this certain bookshelf where you click on a certain book and like you can sneak into a certain area or something like that. I think it could be really cool, but at the same time, I can see where people would just immediately like just know where everything is, and it kind of defeats the purpose of it being secret rooms, right? But still cool nonetheless. They also made another post, same person, Both Sell, basement for the library. They said they were visiting an old library in their town and was in the basement. So they were thinking it could be fun to have a basement for the library in game. It could be a collection of old furniture with cobwebs, dust, and some of the decorations for different events. So like a way to show where they are when they're not in use. And as an idea, it could have ghosts when we get around to Halloween. I think this is a wonderful idea. I really love this idea. idea. This is an awesome idea, like a little basement in the library where there's like all these different decorations that are out of season. Maybe like they're like covered in dust or cobwebs or something like that. We could see like different spiders and stuff like that in there, like in the background on the walls or something that are kind of moving around. Maybe even some on the floor that are moving around or something like that. This could be such a cool little thing. And again, this kind of matches with their other idea with like the secret areas and stuff. This could be in theory a secret area, or it could just be very obvious where to go to get to it. And then yeah, we can have these old furniture things, like the old bookshelf sprite that we used to have. Like there's like 2 or 3 different bookshelf sprites that they went through. Same thing with like the bed sprites and stuff like that. Some of these older sprites that they removed from the game because they just changed the texture for them and stuff like that, they could throw in there, and like whenever they change a texture, they could add it to this basement in the library or something like that. And that could be like a fun little thing of like, oh, so this is where those old things went. This is where those old textures went. They went into the library in the basement. And again, their idea of having these decorations for the different events, like the Valentine's Day event that passed recently, they could have it to where it's like, hey, look, there's like heart balloons and stuff like that in here that have dust and stuff on them. That's where they went after the event was over, right? Same thing with like Christmas or whatever like that. They can have like boxes of the Christmas gifts in there or something like that that have dust on them or something, and just all these really cool, there's so much potential in just a basement for the library that has all these old things in them that it's insane. It could almost have a video all of its own. But I would really love to see this. If anyone wants to like create a concept art of this or something like that, that'd be awesome. I would love to see this visually. I can see it in my head, but having an actual visual representation of it would be even more awesome. But we have a couple more here, such as this one right here by, again, Both Sell. They want to be able to place all the toys on the island. Again, this is something people have wanted for a really long time. I think that other post a minute ago said the same thing. Why can't we post like why can't we place like the zombie horse or something like that on our party island or something like that, right? It's one of the toys. Why can't we just place it or something, right? It seems weird that we can't do that, but again, at the same time, I can kind of see why we can't, because that requires a lot of extra work, because now they have to make colliders for each and every single one of those ponies. They have to add them to the build menu. They have to actually name all of them or whatever like that, right? And so there's a lot that goes into it, I assume, and that's probably why we haven't gotten it yet, but I don't see why we don't have it yet, right? Hopefully we get something like that come like Christmas time or something like that, and they start adding them or something like that and slowly fill them all out or something. Hopefully they're kind of doing that in the background with other things. But yeah, definitely would love to see that. And finally, we have this grand piano and upright piano concepts by this person. Let you know. I don't know how to say their name here. I love this. These are cool. They even did a little mock-up of like the upright piano just being in there or whatever. I think this is pretty cool. My only complaint about this is that these grand pianos look a little long. Are they supposed to be that long? Are they that long in real life? I feel like they're not actually that long in real life. It looks a little bit weird to me. I would definitely cut it to like about right there, make it a little bit shorter. Even if they are meant to be like super long in real life, I think we can get away with making them a little bit shorter in game, because this takes up a huge amount of space, right? But yeah, other than that, I really love these. The brown one, I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm not really a huge fan of the color brown in general. And it also just looks weird because there's so much brown in this game already, man. But yeah, definitely love these. I would love to see some upright pianos. And again, this kind of goes back to that other post earlier where they were talking about instruments and stuff like that. Why don't we have instruments in the game, right? I think it'd be awesome. And again, double props if they do add this and you can click on it or interact with it in some way and it actually makes piano key notes or whatever like that. So yeah, there you go. There is a ton of ideas here on the subreddit. I haven't been here in so long, so of course there's a ton on here. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of these wonderful things like that, because I do wonderful things like that, not only to get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.